if you and your sewing machine seem to be constantly at war with each other, it's not the machine's fault, it's not yours either. It's these 5 things that I see all the time. So today I'm going to share them with you and show you what you need to do so that your machine will run better, sew better, and you'll have a better time. First up is turning your hand wheel the wrong way. Pretty much on every machine, in fact I think on every machine, you turn the hand wheel towards you, so down, not up and away from you. So if you're getting a problem with your stitches and you start turning the hand wheel the wrong way, all you're likely to do is just jam up the threads. You can't unsew. So really, always hand wheel towards you. Don't get me wrong, if you need to just jiggle slightly just to get the needle exactly where you want it to be, so you just lift it slightly, but don't do full turns away from you, because all you're going to do is jam the threads up. Next up, sewing over pins. We all do it by accident. What I'm saying is, don't do it by design. If you sew over pins regularly, stop. Because if you've not damaged your machine, you've been lucky. The steel that's in the pins is a lot harder than the steel that's in the needle. So if your needle hits the pin, it's going to deflect, it's going to break, it might damage what's inside the machine, the shuttle hook or the bobbin case, or the needle plate. I see that a lot. So don't. Take that time, by all means pin up your fabric, but take that time to lift the pins out as you go along. It will take you a bit longer, but it's a damn sight cheaper than having to bring it to someone like me because you've knocked your machine out of time or broken something. Pulling your fabric. I see this a lot with new people in particular. Basically, you have a little set of like sharpened teeth under your presser foot, little jagged things. They're called feed dogs. Don't ask me why, I've got no idea. But their job is to pull the fabric in the direction to allow the machine to sew. You need to let them do the job. If you're pulling the fabric, you're pulling against those feed dogs. Your stitches will look a different length. You might pull the needle out of place, and again it might strike the needle plate, might strike the shuttle hook, might break. Really what you need to be doing is allowing the machine to do its job and just be guiding the fabric. Left and right really, not forward and backwards, just left and right just to keep it straight. If you find the fabric isn't moving as well as you would like, and you've got the ability to adjust the pressure on your presser foot so it can press down harder, then do that. Push down harder on the fabric so that the feed dogs get more of a grip. Putting the bobbin in the wrong way in the bobbin case. I see this an awful lot, because actually if you've got what we call a front loading machine, so with the little metal bobbin case, and you move to a top loading machine, so where you drop the bobbin in, the bobbins actually go in the other way round. So I do see it a lot when people upgrade their machines. But basically, if you've got a front loading machine, i.e. one with the little metal case, you take the metal case out, and then you have the thread, and it hangs down as if it was, I always say, like a number 9 or a Q, or to the right. I have to get that right. To the right, whichever way you want to remember it. And that's how the thread should go into the bobbin case. If you have a top loading sewing machine, the piece of black plastic with the metal that you drop the bobbin into, that's your bobbin case. So you don't take it out of the machine, you don't need to. So you just drop the bobbin in, but you have to remember on that one, the thread needs to hang off to the left, or a P. So I always say, mind your P's and Q's. So like a P, and you drop that in, and that's the right way round. So as long as you get that right, and you make sure that the thread is caught in the little tension clips in the bobbin cases, they both have them, they both work in the same way, it's just one works in reverse to the other, you should be fine. Threading up correctly. On your sewing machine, there's a series of little guides that you have to follow when you thread up. And you need to follow those guides. Don't skip them. Make sure you know where each one is. Make sure you know that your thread is in those guides when you're threading up. Because it's amazing how much difference it can make if it misses one of the guides. Particularly the one above the needle, because that holds the thread down. there's a little groove in your needle on the front, if you ever feel it, little channel, and the thread needs to be held down against that as it passes through the fabric. And that little clip that you have above your needle, where the needle clamp is, where you change your needle, that's the important one. Always thread up with the presser foot up, because that opens the tension discs, two little metal plates, so the thread drops down between them. There's a chance if you thread up with the presser foot down, that the thread just sits on the top of those plates and doesn't drop in, and you've got no tension in your stitch. Make sure that the thread is running down the front of the needle and not twisted round the needle. And you'll know you've got it right, because with the presser foot up, if you pull the thread, it runs loose. When you drop the presser foot down, just to test it, you should find that the thread is tighter and it's pulling on the needle. If it's not pulling on the needle, you've not threaded it up properly. Best advice, take it out, do it again. So there you have it. Get those 5 things right. They'll become habit, but get those 5 things right. And a lot of the issues you might find you're having with your sewing machine will just magically disappear. And you'll have much more fun. Your sewing will look better. As I say, I see these a lot. They're easily fixable. It's just a good habit to get into. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have, please give us a like and subscribe. Really helps. Drop us a comment. I answer every comment that comes in. Always happy to help. And try this video next.